Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. This is Biking Buddies, the motor vlog, and we are deep in the Yorkshire Dales today. It feels like a long time since I've been in the Dales, with so many events that have been taking place. I've predominantly been over in the North Yorkshire Moors, and I've also been down at Wales, as you've seen, with Triumph Adventure Centre. So hello my old friend, the Yorkshire Dales. I'm really looking forward to this one. So as always then, grab yourself a beer, grab yourself a brew, strap yourselves in, and come with me on this week's Yorkshire Dales Biking Buddies upload. Let's roll VT.
Where do you go when you're young, when you're restless, when you're fun, cause you're desperate? Oh, here they come for a chance, for adventure. What's your poison, what's your pleasure?
Okay, so that's the titles out of the way, as you have now seen. So let me explain, as always, what I'm up to today. Well, I am flying solo today, purely by choice, and I'm out here in the beautiful Yorkshire Dales, again, by choice. We've had some horrific rain in the lead up to this weekend. I believe on Friday we had something like 80 to 90 millimetres of rain in one sitting in about 8 hours, so the whole place was just deluged underwater, lots of flooding, and likewise with the North Yorkshire Moors. Now, I've said on many occasions the difference between the North Yorkshire Moors and the Yorkshire Dales is predominantly the Yorkshire Dales is limestone based, thank you, and the North Yorkshire Moors, here we are, is sandstone based, so it does retain a lot more moisture and floodplains, etc., than the Yorkshire Dales being limestone, and that drains really well. So what is the plan for today? Well, I'm flying solo, as I mentioned there, and we're just going to do a little bit of a circumnavigate, taking in some of the lofty places in the Yorkshire Dales. I'm going to stick to the higher plains for obvious reasons, just because of the drainage, and keep away from the lowlands, even though we've been incredibly parched of late, and I do believe a lot of the water is just soaked into the land. I don't really want to, on the heavier bike, be ripping the trails up. And besides, it's nice being lofty in those aerated places, when predominantly for the last handful of rides I've been over in the trees and the valleys. Okay, so as an opener, we're heading out to one of my favourites, which is Framington Edge. Overlooking Reeth and Grinton, just absolutely superb. We've got a little bit of cloud kicking around, but it should be relatively clear today, hopefully, fingers crossed. I have got the drone with me as well, because it isn't overly windy today, but we'll see how we get on with that one, just in terms of the amount of faffage, etc. As you can see, I'm flying solo today, so I am on my own, and as such, all of the gate duty will fall down to myself. And this sees us come across the top of the plateau to the gate that sees us right on the very edge, the top edge of the namesake Framington Edge. And I absolutely love it up here, just the sense of elevation, the views, and I think this might actually be a good stop to have a little bit of food. I'm a bit late to getting out of the saddle today, so as such, yeah, I'm a little bit hungry, so I think here is a good spot to have a bit of lunch and maybe even get the drone in the air. Okay then, so Framington Edge, here we go. Should be an interesting descent. A couple of people and a little dog have already gone down ahead of me, so I've just got to be a little mindful of those and where they are. Now, of course, the GoPro, wow, that was a big bash. The GoPro, as ever, just takes the severity out of everything. But hopefully with PegCam, we should get a little bit of an appreciation of the lofty and elevated views that we get coming down Framington Edge. And especially these rockier sections. Thank you. Try not to drop the bike now. Thank you, folks. Wow, maximum respect. This is another one of those spots where you just round the corner here. It's where the most inopportune place for a gate is, so I'm actually going to stop the bike here and do the gate, and you guys can enjoy the view of Pegcamp while I get this gate. But you can see here, trying to stop the bike here in a stable position is quite tricky indeed. You're going to get the gate? Cheers now. Thank you very much. Massively useful. And that's pretty much us down, really. There's a couple of little steppy bits and then we pick up the broken metalled road, which is here, and we're virtually down off Framington Edge. Nice little drop, this one. Test your ground clearance out, that is for sure. Oh, it's nice to be back on the T. Nice to be back on the T7. I love that Triumph course, don't get me wrong. And that Tiger 900 Rally Pro. Wow, what a bike indeed. But you know, like when you come home after a long day's walk, your feet are sore with been stuck in hiking boots, and you put your comfy slippers on. Well, T7 is like putting a set of comfy slippers on. And even when you're coming off Framington Edge and you're back down on the road, you might think that's it, but look at this. This is just beautiful to wind your way down this little single track. Absolutely gorgeous as we just tumble down towards Grinton and ultimately the upper market town of Reeth, where we'll hang a right and work our way up towards another favourite of mine, which is Summer Lodge. I absolutely love these pokey little lanes. You would never ever normally come on this type of lane unless you've got a purpose to, which is obviously Framington Edge, be that walking, mountain biking, or as we are at the moment, trail riding. And for me, this is very much one of the many benefits of flying solo. I can pretty much just stop wherever I want. I was going to stop, as you heard there in the video earlier, at the top of Framington Edge for a little bit of lunch. However, it was quite cold up there, quite a breeze, quite a bitter northerly breeze. So here I am now down in the beautiful Dales, and I'm completely out of the wind. Just came across this little bench, perfect little spot, and listen to this. Apart from a few birds just twittering away, it is almost completely silent here. This is just the best, most relaxing lunch stop ever. I'm on a public right of way here, so this is one of the many of the unsurfaced road networks that we're riding on today, and you would never believe it given how pretty and beautiful this place is, and so far I've had it completely and utterly all to myself. Two, one. Okay, Summer Lodge. Okay, so here we are, Summer Lodge, the bottom of Summer Lodge. It is incredibly steep, as you can see. I'm sure the GoPro takes the severity of all of these ascents and descents out, but I do like this one. It is very much a momentum hill, and once you're moving, you've just got to keep moving. Quite loose under wheel, as you can see, and certainly from Pegcamp I'm sure you'll be able to see how loose it is. This is a little switchback, normally catches full count, that one, and then it's just a case of power up, keeping that throttle constant all the way to the top. And there we are, Summer Lodge, halfway up. That's the tricky bit. Pegcamp still there, and a nice little splashette just to reward you at the end. So the next section that we're looking at is pretty much straightforward and inauspicious. It is just a loose climb up to the gate at the top. Are we still there? I absolutely love that climb. There's just something about it. keeping the bike pinned, keeping that momentum moving. Yeah, I absolutely love Summer Lodge, and I've got Leo to thank for that one. First time he brought me up there, I was on the Teen 7, and I must admit, I got halfway up, binned the bike into the embankment. Beginner mistake, just lost momentum. But yeah, thank you for that one, Leo. This is one of my favourite trails now. So the most inopportune place to have a gate, really loose, big tight turn coming up, and here we are. But thankfully it's only a short section and we're up on the road. Okay, so that's Summer Lodge done and everything to do in Swaledale done and dusted. We're now making the bridge over the top into Wensleydale. Wensleydale indeed, dear Gromit. Now, there is a little bit of weather kicking around, and I have got the drone with me. As you know, you've seen those drone shots already. That was absolutely fantastic this morning, or earlier in the ride. However, it is actually quite breezy now, so I'm heading over towards Dodfell. I've got a little bit of road section to dispatch en route, and I'm hoping, just hoping, that it's not too breezy on the side of Dodfell with the accelerated wind coming up the valley, that I can get the drone up, and let's see how we get on with that one. If not, we'll just be stuck with lid cam and no doubt peg cam or rail cam, or wherever we decide to put it cam, as we work our way up Dodfell, back down the Roman road, and then probably head our way home, somewhere in that kind of direction. Wow, just crawling through Hawes there, the market town of Hawes, astronomically busy. Now I'm on the Hawes to Ingleton road, and this is the one that goes past Ribblehead Viaduct. Incredibly popular with all manner of motorised vehicles for obvious reasons. It's a beautiful little switchback, but it is a very dangerous stretch of road. Yeah, it's a very dangerous stretch of road, that one, and the beauty of trail riding is I get to ride it for about a mile, and then fortunately I can peel off, and I've got the beautiful climb up Dodfell, and the wind seems to have eased a little bit. Whoa, nice little jump there. Okay, so Dodfell, nice little climb, nice little technical section just in the middle here. Always a little bit testing, especially after heavy rain as well. You don't really know what you're going to be presented with in terms of outright washout, and thankfully it isn't too windy for the drone, so yes, hopefully we're enjoying a little bit of drone footage at the same time as well. So here's the step bit, which kind of is a step but isn't a step, so you just got to pick your way through. And then work your way up to the top. And I didn't expect to make these Land Rovers either. You alright there, buddy? No, you'll be on the drone halfway down as well. Just watch that back end doesn't come out. Happy days. No pressure then. Biking buddies, you'll be on the drone when you go down. You can see it just there to the left, just hovering. No pressure, dude. Lovely, thank you very much. And we met those four-wheel drives probably in maybe not the worst place, but yeah, interesting to get going from here, that is for sure. We'll just let the drone do its thing and watch them as they go through. They're mincing about, doing mincing things. And there they are. This is the difference between bikes and four-wheel drives, I guess. You know, we just skipped our way through there, and these guys, they're tiptoeing the way through, having a bit of a sighter, which is fair enough. But yeah, very interesting. So I'm going to sit here for a little while. That was quite tight, actually, quite a tight place to meet them. And there they go. Okay, so we put ourselves in this position. We've now got to get ourselves out. which is not too difficult. Straight over these bouldery sections. You've got to be throwing your weight around a little bit just to counter that bike. Yes, that was quite a tight little pinch spot where we met those guys there. And the sense of elevation, the nice thing about Dodfell is once you've just done that climb, and particularly on a day like today where there's a little bit of moody cloud kicking around, but the cloud cover is typically very, very high, is just have a look at that, would you? You crest over the tops here and this whole valleyscape just opens out in front of you. And yeah, while it's great to be hooning along for sure, it's actually fantastic to be flying solo today and just riding my own ride, riding my own pace. I've had such a gentle and enjoyable day so far. That's not to say it hasn't been without challenge, of course, but you know, often riding in groups is brilliant, absolutely fantastic fun, and I wouldn't change that for love nor money. I love it, but I also really, really enjoy my own company, and doing my own thing as well is just as good and just as rewarding. Okay then folks, so we got the bike a little bit squiffy in the track here, but just to close the video out, I am high up on Dodfell, which is the namesake of the hill to my left hand side, your right as you're looking, and away down stretching off towards Hawes is the valley that ultimately leads up to Ribblesdale and Ingleton, as I mentioned earlier in the video there. So I've had an absolutely fantastic day. I've been flying solo, just the benefits of getting out and about, doing your own thing, riding your own ride, absolutely incredible. For those of you that know the area, I've got quite a few trails to do before I head myself home, but I'm just going to enjoy those. They are just for me, no point in filming all of that, and arguably just being out here is just absolutely fantastic. What an unbelievable part of the world, and what an unbelievable place that we get to call home and our playground. So if you've stuck with me to the end, then thank you very much as always. Please do hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and give the video a like. That does wonders for those algorithms and keeps the YouTube buds happy. If you care to leave a comment, then please do so. Obviously, I do my level best to reply to every comment, both positive and negative. So the final thing for me to do, high on Dodfell, enjoying this fantastic view. Wherever you are in the world, guys, whatever you're doing, keep it safe, keep it shiny side up, ride safe, and we will catch you for the next one. Cheers, folks. Bye now, bye.